Hey everybody, how's it going? I finally got my craft outlet order in. I have not made a wreath in, I can't remember. It's been a while, and I've been like itching to do something, so. I saw this, I'm just rolling up some ribbon right now that needs to be thrown somewhere else. I saw this sign on craft outlet and I was like, oh, it's a crawfish. And it's like the perfect size for a wreath. I gotta do something about the glare from these lights. I don't know what to do. Somebody tell me what to do. I know I need like diffusers, but whatever. I couldn't find a mesh that went with it because crawfish when they're boiled are like this orangey color, like the same. I got the ribbon to go with it too. They're like this orangey red, but I couldn't find one that was like orange red. Most of them were like really red or really orange, and I just went with this. It's jute poly mesh and it's burgundy red natural. So I thought the little bit of jute in there would make it not totally red, but this is gonna be fine. You know, the mesh hardly shows anyway. And I'm gonna be doing the Criss Cross Poof again because I like it. I don't like poofs. I don't like them, but for some reason this just, I don't know. I like it. I think this one was like $5 or $6 from Craft Outlet. This is a Dollar Tree frame. It is set up with hole pipe cleaners on the outside, on the inside, on the outside, on the inside, at the welds and in the middle of the welds. And then half pipe cleaners across from there. Those half pipe cleaners, there's not going to be any ribbon in them, so you're going to save a little bit of ribbon. Cut those off when you're done, and then these are going to be the ones that we add ribbon and other things to, whatever those may be. This is the Busy Bee method, Criss Cross Poof method. I'm going to link her down below so you guys can go check it out because she explains it a lot better than me. Alright, let's get started. Let's get it started. Remember that song? I have this just on my, it's on one of the clamps that's holding up my tripod. I think I'm going to start, not holding up my tripod, this ridiculousness that I have rigged up. I think I'm going to start here. Well, I mean, it doesn't really matter where I start, I guess. I'm just going to take my mesh, and I'm a little bit worried about this not being transparent, you know, opaque enough. But it actually looks like the bags the crawfish come in. I don't know if anybody's ever bought a giant bag of live crawfish, but yeah, that's what it looks like. And I'm gonna I'm gonna cable tie right in front of this pipe cleaner. So I love crawfish. I haven't had crawfish in I don't even know. Mostly because they are it's a very involved eating activity, and usually I'm not going to eat something I have to work that hard for, but I will eat crawfish. I never go anywhere where people are like boiling them, and I never buy them because they're not always the cheapest thing. You have to buy, you know, 5 pounds for yourself because most of that's shell, but yeah, I'm just going to go from all the green ones. The reason they're just green and brown is because I didn't want to use the red color he had. It would have blended in too much. It's hard on my eyes, so I just use these. You're not going to see them anyway. So I'm doing 10-inch poofs. So we're going to go from all the greens, and then once we get back here, we're going to go to all the browns, and that will be that. Yeah, crawfish, when you get them live, which, I mean, around here that's what most people do because somebody always knows how to boil crawfish and somebody always has the equipment to boil crawfish. You get them live and they come in like this. I mean, it looks exactly like this. I can't believe I didn't think of that when I was ordering this. It's kind of like a red plastic bag and they're all squirming around in there. And you take them out and you dump them in a big pot or an ice chest, usually an ice chest. and you fill it up with water and cover them in salt. Which, if you don't know anything about crawfish, causes them to have diarrhea. And it purges their intestinal tract of all the mud and all the gunk they've been eating. I know, I'm making these sound really delicious, huh? So you do that a couple times, and then you start boiling a big pot of water with a whole bunch of seasoning and a whole bunch more salt because, I mean, let's face it, it's New Orleans. And then you dunk them in there and you cook them. And then you let them sit in there for however long you want, however spicy you want them. And you can put all kind of stuff in there. I think most traditionally, I've always had it, like when I was a kid growing up, we always had whole balls of garlic that you just throw in there. Onions, lemons, sometimes smoked sausage, potatoes, mushrooms, and everything like soaks in the seasoning, so it gets all spicy. I used to, like, as soon as, because you pretty much just dump them all on the table, covered in newspaper, and then everybody just kind of picks from the pile. It's really barbaric way of eating, but it's like the ultimate family style. But I would always, as soon as the big pot of crawfish got dumped on the table, I would always, like, not completely ignore the crawfish and just go for the garlic and just grab and grab and grab, because it gets like super soft, it's spicy, so good. I imagine that if I ate something that's spicy today, it would kill me dead, but I did always like the garlic. And one time I went, you can put like corn on the cob in it too. Corn on the cob. Frozen corn on the cob, not fresh corn on the cob. It has to be frozen. I went somewhere and like they dumped the crawfish out, and it had so much stuff in it. It had like hot dogs and smoked sausage and what did it have in there that was really weird? It was like some kind of vegetable that you were like, why would you ever put that in there? Like it'll have big hunks of you know, like a big bunch of celery that you just like cut in half and just throw the whole thing in there. It's fun. So here we go. Look how flat that is. Like, I like this because it uses less mesh, I think. I don't know how, but I mean, I have this much left. I wonder if I could figure out how I could get 12 more cuts out of this. I might have to measure that and think about it, because if I could put 12 more, like 12 ruffles in here. Okay, so on the outside, I'm gonna put one on the outside and one on the inside, and then we'll see what we think. I'm thinking on the outside because it makes it a little bit wider this way. Right? Yeah, I'm just gonna put them on the outside. If I would have been smart, I would have left the half pipe cleaners and stuck them in there, and then stuck the ribbons and everything in the green ones, but whatever. So, alright, let me look at this. I don't know, you guys. What do we think? Are we thinking anything? We haven't any coherent thoughts? No? I'm not either. Okay. So I cut 12 of this farmhouse stripe, which I'm about to kill my last roll of it, and I'm upset, but whatever. And then 12 of the crawfish ribbon. One of the stripes is a little small, but it'll survive. I think this white will go nicely. Put a couple of let me put a couple in here, and then I'm gonna pause because I have an phone appointment with my therapist at 10, and my mom goes to lunch at 9, so if I talk to her and then for a little bit, then I can go charge my phone up before my therapist logs into the virtual waiting room. It's so weird. Like, I like my therapist so much, but there is something very ineffective about not being face to face with someone when you're telling them, you know, everything. Okay, so this is where we're at. I am so torn. Like I don't know how to put into words what's wrong with this. Which is really nothing. Nothing's wrong with it. I mean, even though this is sticking out a little more than that, it doesn't matter. Like, who's gonna care? And it's flat, but who says every wreath has to be, like, enormous? You know? Maybe this one, you know, someone will be more interested in this one because it's not gonna take up that whole door. We'll just have to see what happens, what the good Lord has in store for us. My therapist asks how my week is going, I'll be like, oh, you know, almost killed myself trying to staple something. Alright, let me stand up. Ow, it pinched me. And I missed it! So I just gotta try to do this like this here because I'm traumatized. That one's on there good, so yeah. Whew. Okay, what? Oh, son of a... It went through the sun. Look at that. Alright, well, you live and you learn. Hey everybody, it's me, I'm back. So I said I was gonna fix this sign, and I think it would have been easier to just buy a new one. So I took the staples out. They broke off halfway. I had to pull them out from these little bitty teeny tiny nubs, but I got them. There's still some holes right there, but at least you can't see them anymore, so I'm okay with that. And this has been flipped and turned and God only knows what. So I'm gonna add my florally things now, which are not even really florally things. This is something I'm just gonna have to deal with later because it's driving me crazy. So bow, bow, little bow, big bow. All right, wait, why are you not? Probably needs to come up a little bit, but that's where it's staying. This was supposed to be easy. Alright, so I have these little lemons from Walmart. They're pretty small, but once I put them in here, okay, I had 3. Once I put them in here just to see how they looked, I think they're gonna work, because if I put like full-size lemons in here, I think it would be a lot. So, bow, so lemon, maybe, lemon there, and I want one kind of off center here, because there's going to be a bow that goes up there, bow here, so that's what they're going to want to be, here-ish, or maybe here-ish. No, I think this one, we put this one here. Sort of. This one's from the outside. This one I want to kind of stay here, but this one can maybe come up over here somewhere, just to distance it from the sign a little bit. And then you can't see either one of them. That's cute. I wish I had more lemons. Did my ribbon stand just fall apart? It sure did. Cool. So I think I'm going to start off with this. Just maybe do like a... see how much we can get out of here. Get 2 loops on each side, that would be great. Which I can if I forfeit a loop on the other side, which I'm okay with. Here's a scrap, so I'm just going to throw this in here. Oh, okay. That's better, I think. So that'll go like here, and that'll go here, I think. Alright, so I'm going to make another bow for up top. Don't know what, don't know how, but I know something's starting right now. Wait, you'll see. One day I'll be part of your world. And after I get that bow in there, I will go outside and take some pictures. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Check the size of your staples. and Craft Outlet, Craft Outlet, Craft Outlet, Walmart, Walmart, Walmart. Yeah. Mesh, Craft Outlet. Everything. I think this needs to come up a little bit more, but not too far up. We'll mess with that some more later. I'll mess with that some more later. Alright guys, thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye y'all.